So this video is all about calories. Like it says in the title, you don't have to count them, but they do count. So why am I talking about calories? Calories basically govern, they dictate, they decide whether you're losing or gaining weight. And this takes time, it's not an overnight process. But the balance of calories in and calories out. I know there's so many different diet plans, and I don't like that word diet, but eating plans, etc., out there that claim through different science, through different ways of doing things, without focusing on calories, you can lose. And when I taught lose, I always taught losing fat. It's more specific than losing weight. It's losing fat is losing weight without it affecting your metabolism and making it easier in the long run. And fat and health go together. Weight and health, you can be overweight and healthy in some cases, but you can't be over fat and healthy. That's why I keep talking about fat. Back to calories. So calories. So if I was to say to you, how can you gain, or how would you gain, how maybe have you gained, to be honest, body fat? What would you, if someone said to you, they might, you never know, how do I gain body fat? Your answer would be eat more than you need. And what's food energy wise, what's it measured in terms of the units? Calories. That's what calories are, units of energy found in food. All food. Essentially, the body can break down every single food into energy or into sugar, glycogen, glucose. That's the body's primary energy source, and any food can be broken down for that. Some easier than others, but we won't get into that. So basically what I'm saying is, if you want to decrease your body fat weight, let's call it, I'll compromise. If you want to decrease that, then you're going to have to create a calorie deficit, which basically means more calories. I'm going to say it, sorry, around the other way because I don't like saying it that way. You're putting in less calories than you're burning. I'm not going to say you need to burn more calories than you put in, because that's not really that's a kind of a path to nowhere, that one. You can do, by focusing on the calories going in, you can really do a lot more than trying to burn more calories. That's not really a thing. So that's the key. Yes, I know there are different in history, different foods have got a different rap. Essentially, whatever the foods are, the foods need to come with a portion size. That's the key. You can have any food you like, but not in any amount you like. That's the key for this to work, basically. In one of the infographics, and I put it in the first section, the Go Here First section, there's a great infographic that, again, we're trying to get rid of having to have a database and count calories. Great graphic in relation to using your hand size, your palm size, because genetically everyone will have different hand sizes, and it relates to size and build, and not exact, but in relation to how someone with a bigger build burns more calories than someone with a slighter build. That's science. So by using different portion sizes, by using your handfuls, by using your palm size, is a great way of personalizing it. So look out for that graphic. That's a great one, rather than have to create a database. Having said that, calories are still good to know. They're still great to be aware of, because there will be some different foods that you'll have no idea in relation to how many calories they contain. In terms of calories per gram of something that's pure protein is 4 calories per gram, pure carbohydrate 4 calories per gram, and fats double that at about 9, more than double at about 9 calories per gram, alcohol 7 calories per gram. Liquid calories, obviously. So if you're do a lot of frying, even in a wok, what you're putting in relation to the oil you're using to cook, how much spread you use, these add up more than you think. A lot of these are very, very subtle, and obviously I was talking liquid calories, things that, and this is where the whole blood sugar stabilization came in. A few years back, we thought this was a revolutionary thing that was the be all and end all of body fat. It's a tool, effectively. If you can stabilize your blood sugar, i.e., what am I talking about? If you imagine having 100 calories of the drink Coca-Cola as opposed to 100 calories of broccoli. Now, which one at the end of that is going to leave you with way more room? The Coke, because it's liquid, because it's very, very simple, that will go in because it's not very nutrient dense. That will go in very easily. Be easily consumed, and in terms of satiety, you won't be feeling too full. The broccoli, because of the nutrition density, the amount of fiber, the small amount of protein will kind of leave you feeling quite full and not much room to be able to overeat. And that's the key, because obviously overeat, more calories than you need, body fat. But at the rate, let's explain that one then. Like I said, not overnight. Pound of body fat is equal to 3,500 calories. And the reason I'm kind of saying be aware of calories but don't need to count them is, well, from a time point of view, us over 40-year-olds do not have that much time during the day when you kind of, family commitments, work commitments. There isn't enough time to be correlating some kind of database. I would definitely say to be aware of certain foods. Certain foods are processed differently. So if you take 100 grams of potato, for instance, I don't know the calories off by heart. It's probably somewhere near 100. Now, if you take the same portion size of chips or French fries, that's going to be way higher because the amount of fat in there, it's more of a processed nutrient, there's more things added. Fat content certainly higher, which pushes the calorie content up higher. So 100 grams of those are going to be higher. If you take 100 grams of crisps, one of those kind of big family size packets of crisps, it's going to be higher still, a lot more processing, a lot higher fat content. So different foods. This is what I'm saying with portion sizes. Get to know the portion sizes of different foods. That's the key. But calories, and my last point then is calories are absorbed slightly differently. And in terms of genetics, gut bacteria, some people we just know are great at processing more calories in relation, a greater percentage of their calories per meal, and some people are not so good, which basically means genetically you're going to be either better at processing or storing. But the number one thing is in relation to how many calories your body needs per day and how many calories coming in via food and drink per day. So the relationship between those two still governs whether you're in a state of losing or gaining. And again, it won't be a quick process. This is why I get you to measure every so often to kind of know if you're on the path, if something is happening. And a pound of body fat, and body fat specifically a week, is a great, and steady progress is the key. There is no way to lose body fat fast. That is not a thing, unfortunately. So there we go. Calories, I veered off a little bit. Feel free to pop some questions in the group if you've got any questions on calories. You don't have to count them. I would say to be aware of them. I would absolutely say to be aware of portion sizes for each food. There's a graphic in the Go Here First section. So calories, you don't have to count them, but they do absolutely count. Okay, thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Any information I can request for you, any kind of questions you have, pop the requests or pop the questions in the group and I will answer them there. Thanks very much. Bye bye.